All right, hello everyone. Welcome back. It's time for another stream of Fire Emblem Fates, Lunatic Classical Revelation with 100 crit against enemies with one. I messed that one up. I need to speak faster. I need to practice speaking faster so I can squeeze the naming into a reasonable time chunk. So I'm not speaking for using the same refrain for like 20 seconds every time I start a video. Yeah, I thought for a while that it's kind of getting ridiculous. With the more challenges I add, the more I have to speak to introduce it. I mean, the reason I do this is because my thought is that, and the reason I've done this for like every video is that it wards off questions of what the challenge is, because I say it at the start of every video. But I don't know. I think everyone who watches the short snippets has also watched all the previous ones. I think it's pretty rare for someone to stumble on step 17 of Fire Emblem cock and ball torture kind of sort of challenge, right? It's probably, I think, I don't know, it's probably redundant at this point. But it's like much like the appendix or your tonsils. It's like it's a vestigial element retained from from earlier evolution, right? All right, let's get going. Let's get started. I need to. I think I do a trick. Yeah. Sorry. Let me crack open a nondescript carbonated beverage. I got these at like on sale at Costco, and they are some of the most awful sodas I've ever tasted. But it was like $3 for like a pack of 20. So the idea, I just like bought like a whole like several cases of them, and I need to go through them at some point, right? Yeah. All right. Let's get going. Reverse lunatic after this, maybe FE12. Maybe. Oh, this is my old revelation file. Yeah, I think I loaded this one on accident because I was testing to see if I get soft locked, and it turns out I don't. I can do 1 damage. I can do 1 damage to a non-coast, and that's good enough. So basically, last time at the end of the stream, I was worried that I was gonna get soft locked. Was that the one where I choked at the end? That was the one where I intentionally choked at the end. Like, I was gonna win, but then I decided to die instead. The throwing file, yep. I still have like all the old save files. I keep them in storage. Yo, Leo's Ice Blade. That is a clutch draw. That is actually amazing. That is 11's sword, but like slightly better, but also slightly worse. But it can crit, and that's the really important part. It can crit. We can now murder people with our magic weapon that can crit. The only other item that I think I really want is the dagger that hurts you, sacrificial dagger. It can trigger skills too. Yep. I don't think I'll actually put a skill on Felicia though. I think having 3 breaker skills is good enough. Never seen that item before? Yeah, there's a lot of My Castle items that are only available at the end of the game. You have to have certain chapter progression. And I think the way that most people play, they like play the entire... They play it in chunks, right? Like 5 chapters now, 5 chapters now, then 5 chapters. And so they never really have an opportunity to see that many of the end game items. You have to be on like late chapter progress to really actually see them, which is like chapter 20 plus. It's the same like bracketing system, because like these are like better items, right? If you could randomly get this at the start of the game, you just win, right? What FE12 challenge am I doing? I haven't planned anything out yet. I haven't even thought about playing FE12 yet, honestly. Yo, silver item. Probably like a... Practice katana. That sells for a lot, right? Odin's Grimoire is one of the most iconic ones. I mean, is it iconic because it's actually useful, or is it iconic because I used it? Marth's Glock. Yep. Yep. Alright, so the plan is we try to recruit Midori. We have trample on Camilla. I think actually we should reclass Camilla into a Wyvern Lord. And the reason we do this is to, one, improve our stats, and two, it lets us get rally defense, which could be important for late maps, or maybe even now. Maybe we don't need trample. We just get rally defense ASAP. But I think we reclass to get rally defense, which should be important. And I think if we can get a rally strength from somewhere, that would be nice too. But I don't think we have anyone that can reclass a fighter, right? I mean, you already have trample, yeah. But I'm thinking like I could replace trample with rally defense for certain scenarios. The shell horn shaft infinite, absolutely. Honestly, I feel like I should have earlier. I should have reclassed Xander into a Malignite or a Wyvern Lord, but I just didn't because I felt like I wasn't going to use him. So I think two things we can try, bro. So we have a Jacob Azura support that we could, in theory, try to push for in the next whatever paralog chapters. And the reason we could do that is we can get Dwyer. That I think for a non-coast, there's a couple of things I need to consider. One is how to do damage, which is probably through skills, and the second is how do I survive the hits, which is probably through stat boosters. And I think Corrin's resistance is actually kind of ass, right? Because I think he has 16 base res, so we need to figure out where to get talismans. I think I already used one on him, the only one that we get in Rev, but I just realized that Jacob's chapter gives you a free talisman. So maybe we need to get Felicia, Azura, and Jacob hitched so we can get that talisman. Doesn't Dragon Stone negate bonus damage from skills? It heavily mitigates it, but does not nullify it. So I think it reduces the bonus damage to to 1/2 of what it originally would be. But in this case, it would reduce it to 0.75%. 0.75 of what it originally would be. So like Dragon Fang will go from 1.5x to 1.375x for for Corrin, for instance, if he uses the Alpha Yato. Would a single talisman be sufficient? Nope. I think we also need to buy the ones from the store and use the Dragon Herb. I think there's and maybe we could buy Eternal Seals too, if you really need to. And we also maybe reclass to a different class. All of those could work. And of course, we use tonics and other rallies, right? I think we might have just barely enough chapters to get Jacob. I think they're at C rank. And I think we could probably maybe get a bit more. I don't know. It's pretty far away, honestly. So we're at chapter 25, but we can do some paralogs. So let's go and do Herbal Remedy. Jacob Azura is hard to rush. Yeah, you need like 2 chapters per level.
2, 3, 4, hop.
How hard is the challenge compared to Conquest Zero Strength and Magic? I think it's like a little bit harder, but like not that much harder. Which is like a weird thing to say, but that's because Revelation, I think, at base is less tactically difficult than Conquest, and as a result, like the difference is made up by the other challenges I'm doing. Actually, I think we need to what we need to do is yeah, Rev is like different. It's a different kind of game, so you get like a lot more leeway in some ways and a lot less in others. So we can buy a Heart Seal for Corrin. I mean for Baruka. And I think we also buy like a friendship seal for Korra, and that way he can reclass into his friend classes. I think maybe if we want to have an easier time against the boss, we can try to get Swordfare on Korra, which can be done in like 4 levels. But the issue with that is it kind of sacrifices Korra's other capabilities of like tanking, which might be bad. But I think it could be okay now because honestly, like Felicia is pretty much invulnerable. Actually, she doesn't quite have Shuriken Breaker yet, but on the next map she will. She's pretty invulnerable to lots of damage, like to the vast majority of enemy damage she cannot be hurt by. So let's buy a friendship seal. Wait, who's Jacob's partner? It's Felicia, right? So in theory, we could go Swordmaster. We can go Master of Arms. We can. I think the important reclass is probably Master Ninja because like look at that res, 6 res. I think I saw someone like earlier suggest, I think in the comments of the last video, to try to use a reclass to fight Anonkos' final phase, and I think Master Ninja might be the play to get enough res to not die instantly. To Anonkos' magic damage crits, right? Because while like we lose some stats, I think like right now we're losing the Garden Naginata stats, but we can get we get more from Alpha Yato. So with this and Alpha Yato and some res tonics and res stat boosters, I think we have like 34, 35 with if you stack Jacob res rally, and that's probably enough to survive Anonkos. So we can leave that in reserve. You swear you once their clutch reclass into Great Knight to beat a final boss? Yep, that was against Birthright, I think. But the play could be to go Mechanist, because then we can get Replicate. And that actually, that opens up lots of possibilities, honestly. If we can get Replicate on Korra, that's actually really good, because what you can then do is you can have Korra A goes up ahead to tank damage, and then Korra B is 700 feet away. He's like, basically we have the main body doing remote work from Switzerland, and he gets all the buffs and rallies from a safe distance, while the Shadow Clone is the one that actually fights Anonkos. But he can attack and then he can be healed, right? You can stack rallies and remotely. You unfortunately can't stack auras because that has to be on the body that is taking the fight. But we can have Korra do remote work here. Fighting Anonkos work from home. I think that's the play. We go Mechanist and then we reclass back into Great Knight. Like we go Mechanist during these easier chapters to train Korra. I think we have enough time to do it. Because here, the enemies kind of come to us, and there's like a lot of axe users. So Felicia can probably tank. I think this is the play. We go Mechanist, so that Korra can get Replicate. You can just attack and then equip Garden Naginata. That is true, but I guess the thing is more that it's more that getting rallies onto a character that it has to fight within 3 to 5 range is very dangerous, because it really makes movement awkward. I think that's the main reason. So let's go and grab a Brass Yumi or a Cupid Bow. Any weapon, honestly. You have a chopstick somewhere? I do. Actually, let's go and make sure that all of our actually good items are in the convoy. So the goal here today is to get weapon ranks, supports, everything else we need to beat the final boss. So it's getting Korra to the point where he can actually do something is gonna be a little tough. Fortunately, he does have Armored Blow, so he can attack very safely. He attacks with 45 defense plus tax, you know. Master of Arms could be an option. I think it's not as good. But I think we should have it, I think. We just need to be a little careful. Do we have Seeds of Trust? Oh, no we don't, unfortunately. So I think the play here is to... I think one thing we do is we send Felicia to fight these guys ASAP. Actually, Felicia can clear this entire right side of the map. Right? She can kill sorcerers, she can kill berserkers, and they can't hurt her at all. Maybe that's what we do. Like, we leave some people here to fight, and then we go ahead with Felicia to clear this part of the map. Yeah, Master of Arms is like the tanky Hoshiden class. It's basically Great Knight, but on foot. I kind of don't have a defensive wall anymore. I think it should be okay, because these guys move at you. And since they move at me, I can just kill them, right? So I think that's the play. I think we, yeah, we should be able to do this. So Midori has Lunge and Savage Blow, and she can now promote into Mechanist. You feel that Master of Arms is better than Great and everything outside of pair bonuses? It's better in a lot of ways, but movement is pretty important too. Also just like class choice. But I think it's also just a matter of you don't often... It's harder to get Master of Arms in some situations, right? Triple Breaker with Sunrise Katana as a wall, at least? Yep. But not like a wall. It's like a dodge wall, but like it's kind of like a little hard to describe. You know what I mean? Replicate here. I think we just send Felicia all the way this way. And she can actually just fight these guys solo. Meanwhile, everyone else stays behind and we can farm some XP. The reason we do this is there's a couple of reasons, but I think we just need to get going with it. Alright, so Felicia can actually just tank these guys without ever being hit. I don't want to use Silver Katana too much because then I'll have worse hit rate, but... Actually, Katana is actually just barely fast enough to hurt these guys. But I think you can use Leo's Ice... I think we just use... One of these guys has a, One of these guys does have a hand axe, so let's use that weapon. Is there any non-Korin specific skill passive that boosts an ally's avoid? I don't think so, because that seems like the easiest option for getting a dodge tank going, and I haven't heard of one yet. So this guy does 55 damage. I just realized I need Felicia here to dodge tank these guys. But I think that should be okay, because... Yeah, I should have Felicia... Oh, fuck. I guess having 11 sword didn't really quite work there, huh? That can't have been a very high hit rate attack, right? But I guess 11 sword really kind of nerfed my defenses. 126 hit. Oh, shit. That was like a 10% hit, probably. But, okay, so, second try. I think we need to go up. Alright, I just realized we can probably eat a meal first. Probably double speed.
Yes, perfect. Yes.
Alright, double speed. Let's go. I think the main problem is that Levin Sword nerfs your Void. The only generic avoid boosting skill is Grandmaster Solidarity, but it's DLC. No Chef's Hat? Nah, I'm saving it for... I'm saving my Dragon Main points until later. Until, I don't know. There's no later. Alright. Let's do it like this. So, let's promote. Again. For the 17th time. All right, and then I think we back up a little. We replicate, and we just keep trying this until it works. I swear it'll work eventually. And once we get Baruka to the next level, we can promo immediately. All right. I just realized that was potentially lethal from the bow user, but I think it was probably okay with the Sunrise Katana. I think this guy had 115. I had Battered Void with the Sun. Actually, with this 83. No, this guy had a 30% chance to hit. That's fine. It doesn't matter. I think we can equip the Leo's Ice Blade, actually, because that has stronger damage, so it's better for pair-up attacks. Not that it really makes a difference, I think, because we can probably just abuse these guys just by hitting them, right? I just realized that Slizo really doesn't... Where's Kaze? Alright. Slizo and Kaze really need some training. I think the thing is about damage buffing is that it's more useful in a lot of scenarios, whereas avoid buffing kind of also, the problem with buffing avoid is that it can kind of break the game really fast, because if you get, it's very binary, like you win you lose kind of situation, and basically I'm saying +2 damage situations are more fun in most cases than +15 avoid. Like, it might seem like maybe good or bad, but thing is, hit and avoid only matter, like, it either matters a lot or it doesn't matter at all, right? Going from 100 to 85 doesn't matter. Going from 15 to 0 matters a lot. Okay, Baruka got replicate. Very nice. She can now copy herself. I think, let's move up with Corrin. Actually, I think we could probably tank these guys with Corrin, right? I hate how these guys' movement is like exactly too much to completely see the range of, right? I think it should be okay. If we can bait one of these guys and not this guy, I think we have it. So like this tile probably is the perfect bait tile. Maybe we just like put the chopstick or something, and we should be okay. We won't die. Okay, now we can also, what we can do is we can shelter Azura. Nope, I messed up. I didn't have the exact setup properly set up, so I couldn't shelter Sing. It would be nice to get shelter on a replicate unit, but it's a little hard. Oh, because they just missed. 10 avoid, 10 dodge all adjacent allies. Is that the Grandmaster's thing? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know how this works. Gotta be careful with these guys' ranges. This guy's an axe, so we can probably dodge him with Felicia. Also, we can just charge a shield gauge. That works too. Shield gauge is nice. It's kind of like unwieldy though, in terms of. It's like it's very. Oh, guess who can get rally strength? I just realized that Baruch could get rally strength, and that could be very useful. She does have fighter. Yeah, now that I think about it. So, how far off are we from rally strength? Like 3 levels, right? I think that could work, right? An axe sphere? No, that's not worth the trouble to get axe sphere. We don't have enough space on it. I think the trade-off will be axe sphere or something else, and I don't think any of those are worth it. The reason we want rally strength is mostly for Corrin, basically, to make things a little easier to actually do damage. I think Anonko's last form has like 38 defense, 36, something like that. So it's really high. So if you want to actually do things in a reasonable amount of time, this would be more optimal. So I think we go Berserker, oddly enough, and then we reclass back into Wyvern Lord or Merlig later. Yeah, right now I don't think we have any other sorts of rally strength. We don't have like Arthur, or we don't have Arthur trained. Unless I guess training, and the thing is that if we do it this way, we have lots of different options because we also have replicate. Baruka's never doing combat damage. You'd be surprised with Opportunist and Bolt Axe. It's actually quite a bit. But simultaneously, like, we have other priorities than doing damage. And those priorities are like they're really weird. But I swear it makes sense. But I think there's more than enough XP to go around now. There's like a lot of enemies and they're all really high level. So I think we can also... Let's focus on getting our characters that don't have the skills. Don't have replicate. Let's focus on getting them replicate. So I think we need to train Kazi, we need to train Saizo. I think Saizo is probably the best option to actually give XP right now. We need to train Midori, we need to train Baruch, we need to train Corrin, we need to train Takumi a little bit. We need to train everybody pretty much. Pretty much everybody needs to be trained. No one does any damage. Everyone wants to be trained. No one does any damage. Society. Alright.
No other way.
Golem Bane. Dump that. Yeah, I think getting all these rallies is going to be very important because rallies become like much more powerful when you can rally the clone too. Because if you can rally the clone, you also rally the main body, and that really makes it easier to it makes it easier to do a lot of things, I think. Oh right, Takumi can also replicate. I forgot. Replicate Saizo sounds fun. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I think the play is to try to whittle away at the entourage. I think this is how I did it in the last attempt, not the last attempt, the other run in Conquest. I whittled away the entourage by baiting the back enemies, and I can probably do that with Felicia. I just equip the Samurai Katana and I bait the berserkers into attacking me. Grass Yumi, lovely. That's a lot of damage. I don't do any damage to the Iron Yumi? I guess it's not forged. Okay. Shining Bow. Golem Bane such a nothing burger of a skill. I mean, I think it matters a lot for the enemies you can fight with it. And I think it could have been pretty important like last chapter, but I managed to overcome it with other methods, right? Camilla level up? I'll take it. Like, I think it can matter under some scenarios. It just doesn't most of the time. Because, like, there we go, rally defense. I think we take off trample. We're not doing any damage anyway, and the extra defense is pretty important. We might be dropping Gunter soon, because he's probably going to get replaced by the large family unit. Oh, hey. You see, Baruka actually does damage. The thing is, I think she can probably do a lot more with the rally strength. I can also take it on and off as needed, too, right? If you go rally strength, if you go axe spear and trample, that could be pretty useful. Because then that's like plus 14 damage on a magic weapon, which is actually equivalent to Felicia's bonuses. That could actually be really good. That I could have 2 of those. I think that might be the play, because I think we have enough poison strikers. But Baruka herself could be going for actual damage. Right? I think because a big issue I had in Conquest was that no one could actually do the last hits. But I think if we have more actual damagers, that could be a big boon to us. We already have like Takumi and some other characters. We can use like, where's the pursuer? I think if we put the pursuer on Takumi, that's gonna be a lot of damage too. I'll figure out where it is later. But I think that works too, actually. So, hear me out. All right. Okay, let's do it like this. Midori pairs off of Camilla, which does nothing. Okay. I'm disappointed, but that's also not very, not very surprising. Where is Kaze? Kaze can attack with the caltrop, and he dies. So let's go over here and have Gunter pair up attack with Kaze to activate the caltrop. Yeah, I think Baruka could be doing a lot in theory. So it might be good to get X-Sphere. And then trample. So okay, alright. So here's the play. Switch transfer over here. We just like go over to one of these tiles. I think like this one maybe. And we switch to Felicia with a Sunrise Katana. And the reason we do that... Oh, I realized I can also just activate the Dragon Vein here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can take the shortcut. Because these enemies aren't going to be in range to actually hit us. And the enemies prioritize, I think... They might want to fight, but they generally prioritize trying to escort the boss. As you can... Oh, fuck. That's really embarrassing. Something's wrong with me.
Is how it ends.
Damn it. I didn't have the option, the ranges open. I thought it was the ranges were a lot shorter than they were. That's embarrassing. Okay. We've only wasted 40 minutes of our lives here. That's not too much, right? But I think the ideas we had were nice. Wrong chapter. Those are some good ideas, though, and I think it's important that that we spent that time thinking about ideas so that we can execute on those ideas today. Otherwise, I wouldn't have thought of that plan, and we would be slightly weaker in the endgame for it. So this is a good thing. Hear me out. The fact that we got own zoned is not a bad thing. Surprised I don't use save states for the score thing more. I just like it's just a lot of trouble, so I don't want to do it that much. It doesn't like make a difference, I think, but it's a lot of clicking. The main problem is that using the save states makes the graphics look fuzzy. Then I had to like spend like some time going and fixing the graphics. And I figured I just like, yeah, I'd rather just die. It's just easier to just die and fix it later, right? I think maybe the play here is to just attack these guys. No, it's probably not. Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, this is actually... engaging this enemy group is a little risky. I think, okay, so here's the play. I equip the Cupid bow and I... pair up? Or do I just die from this? I might just die. Oh, oops. That's even worse.
Don't forget me.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, we can do this faster now. So I think we go Cord onto Felicia. Felicia equips Sunrise Katana. One of these days is gonna work. Alright, we just go here. I messed up. I'm gonna die. Okay, I think we can salvage this. We dance for Midori. Midori goes here. We can trade to swap the weapon to one that's more dodgy. We replicate. Okay, we're okay now. Classing Cord might be a mistake here, honestly. Okay, that's good.
Are you okay?
I'm gonna break you.
Oh, damn. I don't often get to see critical hits from my own characters. I think the character that we have that crits the most is probably Takumi. Because he actually has really high crit rate. Alright, let's crack these guys open. I think we focus on getting Baruka up to speed. That way we can do the things you were just talking about. Oh, I just realized I could bully this guy for XP. No, I can't. I put Azura into range. That would be deadly. That would have consequences. Baruka gets replicate. Very nice. Can now shelter Azura. Transfer Azura. Transfer Azura. Switch Sing. And we immediately Heart Seal into Berserker. Now that I think about it, maybe we shouldn't have sold the Argomir. This is a little dumb, but like Argomir with plus 14 strength could have gone hard. But I think Bolt Axe is still better just because of the range. I forgot that Baruka had fighters a fighter subclass. And so I think here we go switch to Corrin. And Corrin should be able to survive attacks from this paladin. At least one of the hits. We go here, we transfer Camilla to put Camilla onto Camilla, and then we separate. Okay. So I think this should be survivable. Yep, very survivable.
Shall
It's kind of sad that the E rank daggers are just so bad in terms of debuffing skill. It's like only like -1 or 2, right? I think it's only like -1. I think actually it doesn't even matter here because Draconic Hex, Draconic Hex works. Just overrides it anyway. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. I think the play is we do the same thing that we just did. Alright, Baruka, keep killing this guy, and then someone else can take over soon. Yeah, now that I think about it, it might be good to have some more damage users. I say damage user as if that's like that's a unique factor, but it actually really is here. Like people that can do damage are a pretty big rarity in this run. So I think we can do is we can transfer. We shelter Azura. We transfer to switch, and we sing for Baruka again to have Baruka attack again. Quite a bit of XP. Now we go here to bait the axe user. We have a shield gauge anyway, but we can bait them. And we can keep moving forward here. We need to be using our Spy Zumi a bit more. Game could be more transparent with debuff effects. I think it's the system is understandable enough. It's just like, yeah, I get it. I get what you mean. Oh, interesting. This lunge could have been disastrous if it went first, but it didn't. So that's cool, I guess. Okay, so I think we have our caltrop here, so let's go and apply it to this far guy with the Spy Zumi. And that way Baruka can do damage. Yeah, I think the amount of damage we get because of caltrop is actually insane. And pairing up off of the caltrop is the tech, I think. How do I do this? I think we have Takumi equip a stronger weapon, and we can have Midori pair up off of that. And then we can get a kill. This challenge has broken your expectations, and you see 7x2 and think huge damage. I mean, it is. It's so huge. That is huge damage. I just realized that I've been wasting a lot of time and I haven't been all right. So I think okay, so I think we are a little behind compared to the previous cases. But that's okay, because I think this lets us use the Dragon Vein a bit more safely. Instead of that doesn't get in a way that doesn't get us killed instantly. That's the important part. In a land of 0 strength, the 7 strength man is king. Yeah, I see. You know what you're talking about. Nope. I hate how sometimes when you use Citra, some menu options like open up the menu that lets you accidentally close the game. It's a little weird. All right, let's replicate Baruka. We got 2 Berserker Barukas. Yeah, on second thought, I kind of wish I didn't sell the Argomir, huh? Like, if we kept Strength +2 and got the Argomir, that's like plus many damage. Actually, getting the rank would be a pain. Actually, it wouldn't, because the Bolt Axe is still the Bolt Axe. Maybe I could, like, refund myself and take it back. That would be a little lame, though. Alright, let's see what we got here. I think we... Yeah, maybe, like, I think that would be perfectly fine. I don't even think I've used all my gold. I think it'll be fine to, like, refund myself and take it back. I'd rather find a use for it than just let it sit in the convoy. Or, like, after being sold. Yeah, I can sell something else, like, to replace it, like the chakram. No one needs to know, because I won't put it in the video. Okay, I think we bait the berserkers like this. I think that it would be crazy to find a use for the Argomir like this. Does Takumi have boring for pursuer? He does. I just forgot. I just keep forgetting to get it for him out of the convoy. Ruka just also eat an armor score. That is true. Yeah. I think we have the pursuer in here. So let's go and trade that to Takumi at the next opportunity. You'll tell everyone your lies and deception will not stand. I think it'd be more fun to see the S rank weapon in use, honestly. And it's not like I've never actually been low on gold. So I think for the sake of, like, entertainment, it's an acceptable use. And, like, it's not like it makes the challenge easier or harder. Let's shelter this guy. This guy got so debuffed he doesn't do anything anymore. That's bad because I can't I can't feed the XP easily now. Bolt axe. Korin gets a kill off of this. Nice. Yeah, I wasn't expecting Baruka to be able to pivot into, like, max axe damage berserker. I wasn't expecting that to even be possible, but it seems like it is, and I think that in itself is, like, really interesting. So these guys do 49 damage with a silver lance. Can I dodge them with the sunrise with a dual katana? I can. I can't. Actually, I have a shield gauge, actually. So I can dodge them with just that. Yeah, I think we can do that. Like, yeah. I'll do this probably after this chapter. I'll do this. Well, I have a shield gauge. Yeah, that's the only reason I did that, is because I had a shield gauge. And that's a Baruka level. The main actually it was 5 could be good. We don't have any use for strength right now, but I think let's do it like this. I think the funny thing is we might have like an overload of percent HP damage now, because the characters like Saizo can like wipe out enemies' HP in like 2 hits, but then actually finding the extra damage to kill them is a struggle. So we might need to tech into Argomir gaming. Leash is really close, so let's give her the kill, so she can get Shuriken Breaker. And now she's a triple breaker. All right, now we can chase these guys. I think maybe we can also just intercept them, right? Because I think the play could be to have someone open this and then have Felicia move in and just kill everything because she can't be hit, right? Felicia breaking plates and breaking weapons. Yeah, breaking skulls too. Right, let's move everyone up. Because like we have so many more Savage Blow users than we did in the previous Conquest. So I think it could be warranted to figure out other ways of getting damage. So I think the play here is we open up this area. Now we're a bit vulnerable in some ways, but I think it should be okay. Because we can move ahead here as long as we stay out of range of some of these enemies. There should not be a problem. Like if we go up here, Felicia can move up and kill this guy. Okay, stronger than I thought. Maybe we transfer onto Corrin, and then this could be enough damage. That is so much. That is so much. Maybe the play instead is to just put Felicia up here to block so they can't kill me. I think that actually, wait, I can just move up here and block. Yeah, they can't move past me sufficiently. And then I think I shelter and move some people away. Huh? Oh, fuck. Go over here, transfer, and shelter again? Okay, okay. That was just barely enough. We just barely got out of enemy range. What a relief. They move to heal, that's okay. Miss. Berserker's coming up from behind. We can take him. This guy is Dunzo. You came to the wrong neighborhood. I just realized that my army is probably gonna be like one huge extended family now that I think about it. Because basically everyone is tied into the royal family now, right? I think the only character that's not part of the extended Corrin family is Jacob, and that's because he hasn't paired up with Azura yet. Not Saizo Baruka? That is true. Okay, that's fair. All right. That is the one that didn't quite tie in. I can't admire the Hoshiden jaw. The only one that's not pure. I see. I mean, these guys are all berserkers, right? So I think I can move forward here, maybe. It's so difficult now because these guys are just not... Oh, I just realized something. I could go here with a Caltrop, and then Takumi Caltrops this guy. And then that is -8 defense, and that's enough for for Felicia to kill, right? That's lethal. The problem now is the other guy. But I think I can maybe block this guy. He's got 45 attack. So if I go over here with Hinoka, I think I have enough resistance to not get killed. And if I rally with Jacob, and I pair someone up like Baruka, we can just go here and Guard Naginata, 41 res. The mage can't kill me. Very good. Candace is kind of getting away. Yeah, that's a problem. I do have a freeze staff. Maybe I need to freeze her. I do have a... It's in the convoy though. Man. Yeah, I think we once we can cut her off. Maybe. The issue is that the entourage is still chasing, and that could be a big problem. It'll be kind of disappointing to get this far and then just die because we couldn't, because we failed to secure the objective. And the flyer's there too. That's nasty. I think actually this should be okay because we can throw Felicia up ahead, and she dodges everything except this archer. Even the archer is probably... Freeze range is like 8 tiles, right? Or 7 tiles. We might have to just bum rush Candace, because I don't think it's so difficult to XP off this map. It's probably not worth all this trouble. Freeze range is how much? 7. The question is, I think, is we can maybe just like kill her, right? And that's probably honestly the best option, because like we've gone through all this trouble, but at the same time it's so not worth it. It might be better to just give up on this map. You have Entrap? I do not have Entrap. I think because like I think you can still get a ton of XP from the next map, which is what's it called? Asugi's map. Spyzumi this guy, and I think that might bring him not quite to lethal levels. I really wish I had the Hagakure blade right now. Asugi's map is even harder. I think you could use rescue for it though, because once you use rescue, you can just like block the entrance. That should be okay. Okay, I think we dance for Takumi. That way we can get this kill. I messed up. I attacked with the wrong person. Actually, it should be okay because we did get the poison off. This should bait some attackers towards us. But more importantly, it lets us move our flyers into better positions. Candace is gonna move this way, so I think we can just like ambush and kill her immediately. And maybe we can get some kills on the berserkers too. We can also maybe try to get our sneaky freeze off. Alright, this should work. These guys should not be able to hit Felicia. I think if we can freeze, we got a good shot. I think we just gotta kill her this turn, right? Or freeze her. If we can go up, we can freeze. But this is like a lot of XP to leave on the table. That's the thing, right? There's a lot of enemies too. This could actually be really dangerous. I think it's not too bad, but at the same time, it's quite a lot. I think what we can do is we can... How do I do this? Because we have like... Oh, actually, we can just kill these guys and move up to the upper left, right? Now, these archers are a problem. Huge problem. You don't get to keep the XP if you don't clear their chapter. That is true. Like, these are like level 20 guys. That's like... That is so much XP just like leave lying around. Killing Candace should be pretty easy. I just like lunge, and then like put a strong character onto like Hinoka and fly them over to get the kill. But then I think let's do that first, right? Let's just make sure we can get our win, and then everyone else just tries to get some kills as we leave. Just like lunge her a bit closer. We go here, we switch transfer Felicia. We attack for no damage. And then the plan would just be to throw Felicia here to kill her. Yeah, that's a kill. So we can get the kill for sure now. Let's get some XP. So if we can... So let's do it like this. Let's savage blow these guys. I just realized I did it from the wrong spot. Oh, that's fine. But that should be fine. I think we can attack here. Get another savage blow maybe. These are all the wrong positions. Veruca gets a kill. Veruca gets another kill. Not quite. Shining Bow kill with Veruca. Maybe we get both there. Very good. Veruca pairs off of Veruca to not get a kill. But we can give it to someone else. Maybe Midori? We trade with Saizo to get any weapon. And we pair up attack to give the kill to Midori. Maybe she levels? Probably not. Not quite. Okay. Now with that in mind, we still can maybe get one more kill. Do I have the weapon? There we go. We can now use Spy Shuriken. Lovely. Just in time for the next chapter. Kill this guy. Level up. Radley here, get a support point with Azura Jacob. And then let's... Yeah, let's get out of here. Who am I? Who do you think you are? I am. Alright. Felicia is now... I mean, she already had a Shuriken Breaker. Why is she still a Bow Knight?
Glad that's over.
Alright. Midori chapter done.
Yep.
Luck and res. Got some dragon kush. some dank dragon herbs. Alright. Some minor amount of gold. There's a lot of supports going on. Torn Baruka. Kaze Midori. Give Takumi Pursuer before I forget. Yeah, I'll do that. Science with Felicia. Camilla Midori. Yeah, I don't think we're getting Dwyer's chapter. So I think the play here is so let me unsell my Argomir. Yeah, so just to make I didn't sell it like.
Did you come for business or?
So let's sell some stuff. Let's sell the Armor Slayer. That's useless. We can sell. I think the Silver Sword is just worse than the Silver Katana now, so we don't need it. We got a free practice katana, but we're not using that. We don't need the Silver Lance. Brass Naginata is also useless. We could use the Water Wheel in theory. Silver Club is also probably useless. I think Axe actually just has more might, right? Silver Axe is like 16 might.
Oh no. Did you come
Yeah,
for
so,
business or pleasure?
One Master Seal? Yeah, I can sell that. What else do I have? All clubs do is give like 5 crit. Yeah, that's useless then. Let's sell that. The tracker we're definitely not using, for sure, right? So we can sell the chat room, I think. Let's sell the Raijinto. I don't think we can. We can sell Lightning. We can never do damage with that. Dragon Spear is also useless, and so is Snake Spirit, right? We don't actually have Tome users that can do damage. Plus the might is too low. All right, again, okay. Let me give me a second. I'm gonna buy back the I'm gonna do a buyback. Because I just realized I shouldn't have sold it, but can't exactly rebuy it in the original game. But I think just for entertainment purposes, it would be more interesting to have it than to not have it, right? So let's remove. We had 14k gold. Let's remove 9k and put it back in the convoy. Argomir. Okay. All right. What's included necromancy? Yeah. No one saw anything. You never seen this weapon get any use? Me neither. But now you could. And I think isn't that more valuable than anything else? 22 might, right? 22 might plus like 36 might could be really strong. Even if only to get like the kill damage, right? I think that's the most important part. How will I spin this? Time travel. Like the ghost of Christmas past shows up and tells me, you need the Argomir to beat the final boss. I think actually with the Argomir, I think Baruka could actually do damage to Anankos, right? Because it's like 36 damage. Remember you were saying people were doing challenges that weren't strict with their own rules? Yeah, but like this is like a save state, right? It's like a save state. And it didn't actually have any, it didn't make the challenge harder or worse than like if I didn't make a mistake. This isn't an Ironman, right? This is well within the bounds of the original challenge. It's not an additional challenge. I just made a mistake earlier because I thought it would be useless. But it's not like I got more gold than I would have, right? I wasn't lacking. I was never lacking for gold because I never bought anything. It's still well within bounds of my resource gain. But ultimately, the important part is that it makes it as a funny video. And I don't think anyone's gonna say that this is the part that makes it trivial, right? I'm just giving myself something that I originally had but accidentally discarded because I didn't realize Baruka actually was strong. All right. So I think the play now is we just go into probably this map. If I sold it because I was short on cash, I think I just sold it just because I didn't need it. But yeah. He had 4K gold technically, even though it could have sold some stuff earlier. Yeah, I'm setting on like a lot of crap I don't need. I always have been. So I think the play here is we just keep going with this, right? We just use like a rescue staff to grab Asugi. And I think we need to just adjust our skills a little. I think we give Savage Blow and Lunge, probably. I think having Lunge on everyone is pretty important. Save state is meme state, the DNA of the soul. I have no idea what that means. What are you even talking about, man? What is this brain rot? All right, so I think we just do it, right? Not replicate. He's gonna get replicate anyway, just by being captured and existing. All right. Pursuer? Right. I think Pursuer for the extra might is gonna be like really good for getting those extra kills. Metal Gear reference? I know, but like, what's the relevance to the situation? I don't exactly see. Just saying the thing doesn't mean it's a reference. That I don't know. I mean, it is a reference. That part is not debatable, but the real question is, what does that have to do with what's going on here? Yeah, Felicia reclass? I think Felicia can go back to hero. Why go back to? I think we go back to Swordmaster. That way we can use the Argomir, right? Swordmaster is just a better class to end up in.
Or pleasure.
Because we already have Axebreaker. So we don't need to stay. We already got all the skills. So I think we just reclass. Why did I get a partner seal? Oops. I think Cornerstone needs a partner seal anyway. So let's reset here. Oopsie. Yeah, Hagakure Blade is from the next chapter, and it'll be much better. Yeah, so
Did you come for business or pleasure?
we get a heart seal. Wait, friendship seal because she got it from Hana.
Oh, no.
So I think we go back into Swordmaster, and we just try to keep getting our sword rank. Right? I think that's the play. We're just so much more dodgy in this way. We're doing a lot of class looping here. It's expensive, but like we don't actually have much more to spend our gold on. Because I think the best weapons are just the free ones that we get. You know? So there's actually no need to hop around. I mean to stay in one class. I think we might be at the point where gun turn might be a little obsolete. We got so many more child units that actually work. So I think this map could be like if we capture a Sugi immediately, map is going to be so much XP that we can just get for free. Because the doors stop everything, and we can just pair up attack. Like we can just do sneaky spies weapon attacks on everything until everything dies. Give me a second, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick pit stop. Alright, I'm back. You were watching the VOD yesterday when you mentioned not wanting to stream Cypher because of Lacky's visuals? Oh yeah, I've only ever played on Tabletop Simulator, so I know like it looks good on Tabletop Simulator, but I don't know. It just seems like that's where everyone else plays. So, and honestly, like, if you play on Tabletop Simulator, you have to talk through all your actions, and you can't like there's no automation. So there's ups and downs. It's too challenging for me to stream, I think, just because there's too many moving parts to keep a stream flowing while still like trying to yap, right? Because when you stream, streamers, like the whole point of streaming is to yap. And if I have to mumble under my voice to say, I play Kurtnaga here, and I use his skill to draw one to top a deck of 5-drop, right? To set up for my next turn. I can't really exactly like talk about, I don't know, something stupid. Right? Anyway, the plan. You can never be a streamer. You're bad at talking because you lock in too hard. I think it's a skill that can be learned, right? I've been streaming on and off for 4 or 5 years. And I don't know. Standards change. Who knows? Eventually, it could be your time. All right. Thing is, Gunter is still probably the best character here. One of the best characters to bring just because he has shelter. Hinoka, I think if we can get Hinoka to water wheel, that could be really good. And if we also get what's it called? Spear. If we get to water wheel and spear, lance fair. But that's only 23 damage, right? It's a lot of res. But it's not in. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's like, I think it will be funny just to use more S rank weapons, but there's a limit, and water wheel isn't quite there as being good enough. Let's put the other spy shuriken on Saizo. We have 2 of them, right? No, we don't. Actually, yeah, now I need to go and buy the other one. You also get defense debuff? Yeah, but like so do all my ninjas, and which are who do it better, right? Okay, let's sell sword catcher. I think this one's not that good. I've never used it. Pike Rune Club is still useful a little bit. The steel shurikens are just waste of space. Probably shouldn't have sold them actually, because characters like Midori probably still need them to train. But I think they can use like silver shuriken too. Illusion Yumi is still interesting. Surefire Yumi that we just got is probably useless, because the extra hit, I don't really need it. Ragnarok Fire, did I sell the Trackum already? I did, okay. So I think I need to go and buy the second Spy Shuriken.
Take your time looking around.
Would Xander work just fine? Probably, yeah. I mean, I probably don't need 2 shelter users. I think if I make the rest of my team stronger, it won't be as necessary. So let's go buy the second Spy's weapon.
See you later.
And put it on Saizo. Okay. So Midori, let's give her, like, I guess she has a flame shuriken, that's good enough. Fortress Read doesn't have exact release date. I think it's probably going to come out in the summer. If it was coming out in like 3 months, then they would be much more, they would have already released a second marketing thing. I think they'll probably release like another trailer around like 3 months before, and start building a pipe with advertisements. I don't really know how the marketing cycle works, but that's my thoughts at least. I didn't sell the chakram. Then where the hell is it?
All right.
Did I just like forget? Did I just leave it on somebody? I must have just left it on somebody. Where is that thing? I must have just missed it then. Oh well. Convoy. So I still can't use Spy Shuriken yet. He's like 1 off. Okay, I still have it. I can sell that next. We're not ever going to use a Master Ninja, because Mechanist is just better. And also, it doesn't even do damage. And the Alright, so the plan is turn 1, kidnap Asugi. And then after that, we'll figure it out. Hello there, kid. You've been kidnapped. It's kind of interesting how the rescue staff has exclusively been for like actually rescuing here. That's a little strange, don't you think? It's a little abnormal. That normally doesn't happen. So I think what we do here is we just get like free XP by using Spy's weapons. I think we don't use Replicate yet. The reason being that, okay, so actually I just realized I can use this to farm weapon XP. Because every time I attack, that's 5, like, I can get 5 weapon XP through this. Bowfair is actually really nice. And so for every time I use a Spy's weapon, yo, this guy is gonna get farmed. Give me that XP. Give me that weapon XP. Excuse me, as weapon rank? It's for Baruka, because the pair of attacks also get XP. And I can get the final blow with Kaze, so he can get to level 15 also. Baruka should equip Tomahawk. It doesn't actually matter which one she uses. Does Tomahawk give? I don't think I don't think any of the weapons give more weapon XP than the others, right? Unless I'm mistaken. I don't think it actually, like, changes any of the damage. It does more damage here, though, actually. Oh, yeah, you're right. If I used Tomahawk, I would have gotten the hit XP. No S rank Karagi. I need... The wet rank is hard to get here. Makes her do damage. Yeah, that's a good point. I just realized that. So I think we can do it like this. We Spy Shuriken with Baruka. And I think here, by doing it this way... I think we need like a pair up here to give her more skill or more hit rate. The problem with if we do it like this, I think that works. We're here for weapon XP right now. That's so stupid. This is 6 damage crit. We're popping off. The problem with using Kaze for this and also maybe Takumi is just that it's the poison strike limits how many times I can do this. It's okay. I think because I don't do any base damage, so if I get the kill, it's because Baruka gets it. Back to back crits. Yeah, Baruka has like natural crit from being a berserker. You can restart and remove them. Nah. We have more than enough, I think, to get everything that we need. Because I think the way we can do this, like, really, like, we can get a lot of XP out of this, much more than we need. I think maybe for Karagi, it might be best to just it would probably be best just to arm scroll him, right? Like, we don't get Asugi until after, like, we can't, like, talk to him or anything, right? We have to, like, he doesn't get, we don't actually get him until the end of the map. So we'll probably have to use a paralog to train him. How many arms go down to spare? Like 1? It's not a lot. Okay, level 14. I think I just realized that these guys are all like really scary, huh? Actually, I think it's okay because Korin can probably block these guys. I think here's to play. So we need to leave behind a bunch of people to make sure that Asugi doesn't escape. So we have like 3 slots over here that need to be filled. Let's go and replicate everybody first. So I think what we can do is we can make everyone replicate first. 3 replicas or Jacob? I think we leave Jacob behind. Or we can leave the characters like Gunter and like the less valuable ones. Like Hinoka, maybe Hinoka, Jacob, Gunter can be the ones blocking they can be the ones holding the fort, so to speak. And I think we can more than make up the numbers with everybody else. Yeah, let's do it like that. Okay, so the goal is now to kill everyone here. And then block this door, so then we can feed kills to everyone else there. I think they should be okay. These guys have 40. If we buff Korin with Rally Defense and a pair up, we can just block the area, right? There's a 2... Yeah, if we can go here, we can go here. That should be okay. I think we have more than enough power to just take the room. This is the perfect map to get weapon XP. This guy can just be killed. We just need a bit more damage. Oh, I just realized that Baruka, with being a berserker, gives crazy plus strength. Insane. A door key. Okay, now what we can do is these guys can shoot over the wall, right? No, these are 2 spaces. So we can lunge this guy, can't we? You can spam Zing for dozens of turns. You don't get support points like that in this game. You need to be you have to it takes a bit more work. Make sure you block the door so you can't open it. I think only these 3, right, needs to be blocked. Asugi won't move this way to block those, I think. I don't think Asugi moves up. He only tries to escape into the nearest area, and then he just gets stuck if it doesn't work. I think if he tries to escape, if he tries to escape in the other way, that would be really messed up, but also really funny. It would be messed up if he tries to escape the other way. Then I need to figure something else out. Alright, I think we pair Takumi up with Korin or someone like that. And we just could block the door. Something like that. We can move up and sing for Camilla. So we can rally defense. I think he just tries to escape towards, like, the closest area. Okay, these guys can't hurt me. It would really suck if he tries to escape the other way. But I think I can probably block him because he can't move through enemies, right? Okay, we're good. Whew! That saves me a lot of trouble. We can just, like, leave him here, and then we're fine. Great. That's really nice. So we can get all the weapon rank that we need and that we want. So let's go here and let's get Saizo to his next level. And we can do that. I messed up. Oops. That was okay. It's okay because I already Draconic Hex these guys. So we can pair up off of Saizo to give him weapon rank. I think weapon rank still applies even if you miss. So we should be able to get there pretty fast. There we go. And now Saizo can get kills. We probably... Okay, great. Now I think the next character that wants it is probably Karagi. The reason being that Karagi can also get the spy's weapon. So here's the plan. Saizo, go over here. I just realized I can also, like, skip the line and go across these walls with lunge. Which is pretty funny, but also useless. Karagi can get some XP. Very nice. Very nice. Getting Saizo levels is gonna be really, really important, I think. Because he's just so behind, level-wise. And I think being leveled up will help him, like, considerably in being able to survive hits and then activate a skill. His skill being pyrotechnics. Alright. So I think we can hit this one, this guy now. Wrong one. Oops. We need to pair up off Karagi. Hopefully Karagi does damage. That way we can get XP. He doesn't do damage. So let's try to give him a bit more. I think maybe if he uses Silver Yumi, he does enough. Because this guy's a mage, right? There we go. I mean, I think the reason they use this awakening track is that this is the only one they have in the game. Or at least one of the few, because they use this for other chapters too, right? Like I think there's the bonus chapter with Krom and Lisa and Frederick. So that's why they reuse it here, because they had it. I think they have like one awakening track in this game. Lovely. All right. Let's keep going. This is gonna take a while. That one uses a different one? Okay. I don't really remember. I've only played that map maybe like 2 or 3 times. I haven't like farmed it to get 128 pebbles or anything because it is a DLC. Oh, I killed him on accident. Okay. Rally. Alright. They got me a bit, but that wasn't that much damage, right? How much? Wait. 14 res? So if I equip the Shining Bow, we can hurt him. Will I be attempting elevator hell this stream or next stream? Probably next stream. But it depends on if I want to hit up more paralogs. I think I might be strong enough soon to do Corrin's paralog, which could be worth doing. Could be. Maybe not, honestly. But it would be entertaining. And this guy is now at 0 damage. Just as it should be. He did like 12 last time, so that's from 4 damage, and Draconic Hex should put that down to 0. There's a Magic House Dagger that does damage after combat. Yeah, I'm hoping for a Sacrificial Dagger. So it might be good to drag this out over more streams, just so I have more chances to get it. I could like log in every day just to chance it, but it'd be more entertaining to do it off stream. On stream. It's the last day of Christmas break. Yeah, it's it's unfortunate, you know. But I think like I think breaks are good. You gotta like get back into it at some point. I've been like on like a YouTube break for like a long ass time. For instance, it's not been great. It's not been great for my productivity. Is it enemy phase darting blow? Yeah, Karagi's skill is kind of ass. I guess it could be used for dodge tanking maybe, but he doesn't really have the breaker skills to make it relevant. I mean, not everything has to actually be good. And most of the skills really aren't. There's not really like a lesson here or anything. That's just how it is. I just realized that Corrin is probably sapping away some of the weapon XP. Actually, no, only from distance, because he has a Cupid bow equipped. So I think the adventurer might not be able to give any weapon XP because it all went to Corrin. I think actually unequip Corrin's weapon. That way he's not like stealing the weapon XP. You can only get 5 per enemy, like 5 combats per enemy that give weapon XP. So it's like it's limited. It is entertaining in Conquest, how in Fates, that you can only get like so much XP per enemy. But like I feel like in the same way that means like that converts into you can get XXX amount of XP per enemy. And so this is the way and it invites it invites like actual optimization of these farming strats. You know what I mean? Because like, if it were infinite, it wouldn't be interesting and I wouldn't do it. But because it's not infinite, it leads me to want to try. It makes me want to try stuff. You know what I mean? I think what I do here is I lunge this guy. Yeah, whatever. I'm not getting weapon XP out of this anyway, so I should just get some real XP. On... Who gets the kill? Okay, I think here's what I can do. I can attack with the hand axe on Baruka. And that way Baruka can pair up with Baruka, so Baruka and Baruka can attack. I mean, this guy does no damage to Baruka. Oh, it's because he's... I think he self-debuffed so hard because he had a silver bow that he lost all of his strength. That's so funny. He lost all of his stats. Alright, perfect. You believe XP is limited in this game in Awakening? Yeah, I think that's how they do it starting with FP12. Previously, you could just like attack. You could just dodge for until you have infinite XP. That's how it is in like FE11 for the most part, because in that way you can get Martha level 35 in chapter 1. You get like the XP you get from attacking is basically static. So now we have 1, 2, 3 enemies that we can use this method on. We can also bait the mage over the wall, I think. It's a little tricky, I think, because it's the mage or the master ninja. Actually, wait, I just realized that Felicia could probably dodge both of them, right? She equips the Sunrise Katana or Dual Katana. If she has a Dual Katana, she has Weapon Triangle versus the ninja. And the mage, she already has infinite avoid against, right? So she should be able to dodge both of them. She has 128 plus Weapon Triangle versus ninja and 128 versus Onmyoji. And as long as she's paired up, she won't be killed by the archer. Karagi's personal is decent, honestly. For us, we don't act. But the issue there is you don't get to actually do anything. So I guess it's nice if you don't want to do anything. But I think it's more valuable to be able to do something than not do anything. I think most characters' power comes from doing something. It's amusing that it's not a player phase class though. I don't even know like what's the skill called? Is it about his personality? I don't know what Kiragi is like. What's his quirk? Optimist. Okay, so he is like the opposite of Takumi, who's like cynical. Something like that. I guess that's the rationale here. It counts as a rally bonus. That's kind of worthless, isn't it? Damn. Thing is that Takumi's skill is actually really good. 3 free damage in this run is really nice, especially in late game where you can actually activate it. It's very good in early game because 3 damage plus quick draw is a lot. And he has a very strong personal bow. Late game, I think it's also better because he can actually activate it because everyone is at level cap. It overlaps with rally speed. Oh man, he's a hunter who's super gung-ho about hunting stuff. Kiragi just wants to go outside. Okay. Grass toucher sun. Kiragi's skill will be okay if he doesn't count. You can use him in Ninja Hell. The thing about Ninja Hell is that everyone thinks it's so hard, but you can just use Xander and block and throw him at a choke point, and then you're fine. That's like the overly abusive way of playing the map, but you don't have to fight the ninjas. Ninja Hell is solved with Xander and a Bull Train Mozu. It's solved with just Xander. And then anyone that can survive a ninja. Again, like once again, that's like the broken way to beat it. But yeah. There we go, another Saizo level. Saizo's very close to being able to make his shadow clones. I think hitting the hero is gonna be a little frustrating. But we should be okay. We just can't really dance for it because the only dance how is dangerous. Yeah, this is actually like a great map for farming if you have a spy's weapon. So basically only in this route. I don't really think this would work in, like, I guess in Birthright you do get spy's weapons pretty commonly, right? So I think the play is we, in Birthright you get grinding maps anyway. Yeah, that's true. So I think the play is, we just put Felicia here. Because I think the mage can't hit me, and the shuriken can't hit me either, because I have weapon triangle and that, so... Let's see. Yeah. Shuriken Breaker was the play. Holy shit. Shuriken Breaker really was the play. Shuriken Breaker, top tier. We got both air. Nice. The thing about Birthright is the last half of the game is just boring, so no one cares about it. Ultimately, like, that's the thing about, like, if it's only interesting to optimize a game if it otherwise is interesting to play. I mean, that's why Awakening late game is kind of like, I don't really feel like doing anything with it. Because, you know, it's like, for what purpose, right? I think I use Shining Bow just to do less damage. Like, there's a lot of, like, I think there's always room for optimization in some ways for many games. Just the matter of, like, if you want to do it is just so tied to, like, is it actually originally fun? Are you saying Juggernauting with Robin and Nosferatu isn't interesting? I mean, it can be the first time. Raja's faces don't get Void Curse? I mean, granted, like, I'm also doing, like, the most annoying shit in the world when I'm playing here, but I don't know. Maybe there's something to it, or maybe I'm just crazy. Groggy finally got A-rank bows. Very nice. So now I can farm someone else, like Baruka, to get more X rank. Thing is that, like, Awakening, when he knows that, you can beat it in, like, 10 hours. So, like, beyond that, like, you don't really need to do much more. So I think for this one, I had to dance back and forth a lot, because otherwise I get hit. Why does Stereo Faces have Void Curse anyway? It's to convince you to not fight them. Like, if it were a I feel like they could have done it in two ways. One way was Void Curse for sure. The other way would be to have them kill you, which is probably the route that most most hacks would pick. I really shouldn't be, like, talking smack, but, like, I feel like that's just what happens, right? They would instead of having a solution like that, they would just kill you for it, for trying to do something that they don't want you to do. Alright. So I think the play here is, nice. I think the play here is we attack with somebody else that can do damage, and we attack with Korin. So I think we put Baruka here with a bolt axe, and we attack with Korin. That way, we get Baruka XP, and also we can eventually get the kill with Korin. Eventually. Actually, wait, this is actually just a lot of XP. Because I can get the hit XP until this guy runs dry. You see the XP meter going up? That's a sound of progress, my friend. This is peak gameplay. Infinite XP strat? No, it goes down to 0 eventually. But like you see, we're getting less and less. But we're getting all of the XP that this guy is worth. Which matters for some reason. If it does, it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. All right, we can savage blow him down to nothing, and then we can drain the next batch dry. All right. Give me that XP. All right. Next group. Who is next? I think we're very close to getting Replicate on Saizo. So let's just finish up Saizo. This is the perfect map for weapon rank with the spies weapons. I love it. It was made for me. This map was made for me specifically. There we go. We can stop trading Saizo now. 27 defense. Lovely. Let's get rid of Lock Touch. And let's go and train the next character. Which is probably Kiragi. Do I have a Heart Steel for him? I need to reclass him so he can get Replicate too. I might have used all my Heart Steels that I brought with me, which is a mistake. Yeah, I didn't bring any. Oops. Well, that's fine. I can get him. I can train him on the next map, which I will need to do anyway because I think Asugi doesn't actually have anything here. Did I forget to bring Midori? Damn it! I didn't bring Midori. Lock Touch is important here. I have Lock Touch on everybody. That's fine. Yeah, I forgot to bring Midori. That is very disappointing. But now we can train Kaze. Because like we still have like 2 or 3 chapters left. So there's enough time, I think, to get Midori and Asugi trained up. And also probably the Hiragi. I think. Alright. So I think we can also abuse this one here. But this one's going to be a little tough because we need to be careful with our movement. Let's bring Gunter over here just in case. Let's take a Takumi copy and have him block the door. And so we can bring Gunter up here. All right. Let's see how this goes. Do not use auto battle. Holy shit. I do not want to use auto battle. Okay, so here's the play. I think we equip a physical weapon. Maybe we get like a silver axe from Camilla over here. I just realized that a silver axe Opportunist just works, right? Like, we attack here. We get some weapon rank. We poison. We go over here. We shelter. We transfer. We separate. Yeah, and then we just set up. We have to keep setting up. It takes 3 turns per combat, but eventually we'll get there. 4 turns per combat, maybe? Oh, man. There we go. There's some damage. Like, once Kaze gets to 15, though, there's not really much reason to go much further. And I think after that, we can probably just, like, open up the door and kill everyone in the room. Actually, we probably should do that here, just to expedite some things. Yeah, we can do that. Just to save ourselves some time. I think the only thing we really need is Baruka S rank now. Which I think is retained if you reclass, right? So you're surprised you don't misclick more often the menu when I fast forward? I don't often actually use the menu when I fast forward. I turn it off and on really fast. Usually when I do that. Because the menu is impossible. It is impossible nearly to actually use the menu when it's fast forwarding. Because it takes each like press down as more than one input. I don't have the timing right. It's also very unpredictable because the emulator speed up is honestly like pretty unpredictable. So I think here's the play. We just open the door with someone that has lock touch. Yeah, let's open the door. And okay, Felicia kills this guy. Ali's got so much hit rate. I guess it's because I don't have Duelist Blow anymore. Interesting. That's something I'll need to consider. Gold Axe this guy, Savage Blow them. Silver Dagger this guy, Savage Blow them. So like how Kiwi's bow rank was reclassed even when he goes into Mechanist. That is true, yeah, that makes sense. I think the way it's done is that they just track the number of points internally. How do I do this? How do I do this? You forgot that you can lunge through doors? Yeah, that's a pretty funny thing you can do. It's often not very relevant, though. Oh, I think I could hit this guy. I think I can kill this guy now with 11 sword, but no, I still die. Not having Duelist Blow is a lot more. It hurts more than I thought it would. I guess we still need a Poison Strike. The problem lunging through doors that you're stuck. Yeah, it also just kills you most of the time, so it's really not worth doing in the vast majority of circumstances. I think this lets us get a kill with Baruka. Yeah, that's a kill. And then we could get a kill by Baruka pairing up with Baruka. Now, this guy's defense is still too high. If I had the Argo Mirror, things would be different. Actually, what happens if I dance for Baruka and the Baruka pairs up with Baruka? That's surely enough strength, right? It's not. How is it not enough strength? 21? With the Silver Axe? Is that still not enough? Oh, it's because of the pillar and the weapon triangle disadvantage? Damn it. Nasty work. Holy fuck. How can I not kill this guy? Okay, if I pair up with Camilla and I think I can hit him with the 11 sword. There we go. Rank advantage? Yeah, that makes sense. Rank disadvantage. All right. Let's see what I can do now. I think just more shenanigans, right? I think we can get this guy over the wall. An opportunity doesn't work. Yeah, that's right. He doesn't work against a mage. So I think we need this guy who can get XP with Kaze here. So nice for running these enemies to just be in Spy Yumi's range. Yeah, I think it's designed around you not having 3 range, which is nice. That's the whole reason why 3 range is good, is because it lets you abuse maps that don't expect you to have it. Actually, setting up this kill, like this damage, takes 3 turns every time, because you need to attack and then dance and move out of the way. Which is it's a lot of work. But it is, in theory, worth it. Just because it makes things easier on ourselves. Cumbersome. I mean, yeah. But it's not about... It's not about how difficult it is. It's just about, like, is it safe? There we go. Level 15 Mechanist. And we have Replicate. Let's get rid of... Let's get rid of Lock Touch, and we have a door key. Alright, very good. The boss is in Spy Yumi range? You're right, you're so right. That's great. But I think the boss doesn't move, right? Oh, he does. Okay, so I think the next play is we dodge the archer. I think we have Korin do it. So we have another replicate user online. We need to get Korin to replicate though, which shouldn't be too hard once we have everything in place. But let's keep going. The boss on this map is weaker than the generics. He is about as strong, I think. Level 20 adventurer. He's not that weak. Alright, I got 32 defense. No, 43 defense, 32 speed. He's not getting us. Oh, the berserker. The berserker walked in to try to do the parap attack. Like lambs to the slaughter. It's like shooting fish in a bow. In a barrel. It's Christmas. No, it was Christmas. It's metaphorically Christmas today. And the fact that they moved up so close makes it even better. It would have been nice to have Midori here, because then we could have trained her Shuriken rank too. It's over Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. I mean, isn't it always almost Christmas? Either in one way or the other? Nice. I think we leave Kuragi at 15, so we can reclass and get his next skills quickly. The real question is, oh, I think I can feed Korin XP the same way, right? I just have a damage user nearby, and that way he can do damage. I don't know, I find it really funny to use the term damage user as if that's like a thing. As if like it's a unique factor to be doing damage. One sorcerer moves next to adventurer. I mean, isn't that even better? Because now we can we can get that guy with the spy's weapon. In these circumstances, yeah. I mean, yeah. It also, yeah, that was, it works out. This challenge is cool and all, but you miss Mozu. I think Mozu could have been useful here. The issue is training her is hard because she comes so late and underleveled. It would have been possible. The main thing in Conquest is that you can kind of get her going for free because she's useful in Chapter 10, basically. Like, a lot of, like, is a character good honestly depends on when you use them, is it beneficial to a chapter? Because anyone with a bow in Fates is really good. Because flying enemies are a menace, and having a bow deletes them. Being a bow user is, like, really, really good.
Yes.
Because, like, once again, as you can see from this challenge, if you have a bow, you kill enemies. You kill enemies, even if you have 0 strength. The only thing you need is to be a bow haver. You recruited her after Chapter 10, though. Yeah, I mean that's my problem, I guess, right? I could have recruited her earlier, but the thing is like you don't even get flyers very early in Rev. I think that's the thing, right? You need, I think you have like Tsubaki, but the issue with, in my case, was that recruiting her was always challenging early on because I think surviving the Faceless was a hard thing to do. In Conquest, yeah. Like in Conquest, like you get Camilla. You get other characters that can do things. Okay, this guy does no damage to me. That means I can get free XP, right? Ugh. I think I only did no damage. He only did no damage because of armored blow. But I think now that he's debuffed, he actually can't hurt me anymore. Yeah, 38, 36 versus 41. He's done so. All right. Let's get all the XP we can out of him. And we get Rally Strength. I love it. Is the boss also inspires Yumi range? Absolutely. I think it might be better to bait the other enemies through the wall first to get XP. Right? Just because we can, right? There's no reason not to. Alright, that's a kill for a Corrin. Okay, so Corrin's probably too high level to actually get anything now. I think we might need to go to like level 19 or something to get Replicate. Because we only just got Poison Strike right now. So we might need level 19. My Chopsticks is the only E-rank dagger I have. I sold all my brass daggers and stuff. I think maybe it might be good to put Kaze into... Maybe Kaze could go Master Ninja. Because... I don't know. I think the reason would be just to get even more res. Rally hits yourself, right? No, it doesn't. Okay. Alright. Let's spy shuriken this guy. And we can do damage with it. Nice. More weapon rank for me. We got poison strike at 17. You could rally your duplicate. Yeah, you need to do that, but you need to be on a different tile from your duplicate to do that. All right, so I think silver sword, silver axe, silver club, silver bow. So if I have a fizz unit here, the boss, I think if we feed the kill to Korin, that would be really nice. Let's get a 0 over here. Just so we can get the free healing. It's my fave red map gimmick. All of them kind of suck. I don't really have much of a favorite, I think. There really isn't one that doesn't kind of suck. Most tolerable. So the Master Ninja moved up, which is nice. Oh, the other guys are moving up too. That actually is pretty good. I think the boss doesn't move. The clone chapter is a good one. Yeah, that one's pretty interesting, actually. I do like that one. Holy hell. Takumi does so much damage with the spies, you mean? That's insane. How is that possible? I think it's always because of Camilla and all the other bonuses. That is so much. I don't know which replica is which replica. Because I need to pair up off of Baruka to give her the weapon XP. I killed her. Oops. Weapon triangle advantage. I think it's also just like all the bonuses, and that too, yeah. And also the debuff probably that was applied from Draconic X. I think the boss doesn't actually reach us. I don't think they move. Oh, he does. But I think this also causes the other guys to move in. That's pretty good. Because now we can bait the Berserker. I think we're kind of at the limit of like how much XP we can reasonably get off this map because they're level 14 enemies. And once you get like 4 or 5 levels above, it's hard to actually get anything out of them. For now, I guess it's just weapon XP on Baruka. That is important to get because I think Baruka's not going to be attacking all that much all the time. Because we need to reclass into Malignite to get Trample, right? So we'll probably go to level 20. Like this level we get next level we get Axe Fair. Where's Asugi? He's at the bottom of the map. He's not doing anything right now. Okay, now I think we just I think we just leave. We just kill Funko Pop. And we just leave. We kill this last adventurer maybe, and then we just leave. Because we don't really get that much XP anymore. And there's no sense in taking on risk. On second thought, we can also probably just kill everyone, and that works too. Oh, the other thing we need to do, Jacob support levels. So let's make more clones. Replicate. Let's open up the Dragon Veins. He's trying to escape, but Jacob's teaching him how to be a butler. Dragon Vein here. Use Mozu map. I already recruited Mozu, I think. I just haven't used her very much. She was just hard to recruit early, and so she didn't really find much use. Oh, what the fuck? Who the fuck are those guys? Where did those guys come from? I think it was because of the dragon vein. That must be it. That's okay. I wait. That is not okay. These guys could kill Hinoka. Wait, that's really embarrassing. I think we need to lunge this guy to kill him. Thought Mozu died? No, she just benched. She didn't go past level 1. Oh, can I lunge? I can do a 3-tile lunge now, right? That way I can move him like I can move him across the entire map if I so please. Look at this guy. Look at this. I have invented intercontinental travel. I've become the lunge train, destroyer of worlds. And right into Felicia's gaping maw. Never felt so sorry for a reinforcement spawn. There's even more enemies. That's so good. Lambs for the slaughter. What the hell? Where are all these guys coming from? How many reinforcements are there? Did I just like open up the adventurer faucet? Is it every turn? Did they have Void Curse? No, there's just infinite. There's just a lot of them? What the fuck? Is it actually just infinite? That is crazy. That's also bad because I'm not in position to fight them. Oh man. Save state? I think I'm okay. I should be able to handle this. I have more than... Okay, so this guy I can surround. Then I need to plug up the hole. Probably. I just move one guy here, probably Korin. So I surround this guy and I move Korin up. So Korin, where is Korin? And how far can I move? The wiki says they're not infinite. There's a sector that spawns when you trigger each of the second and third dragon veins. Yeah, but why? It only says one outlaw. The 3 of these guys have spawned. Why is it more than? Why is it more than that one? Fucking adventurer faucet. I'm guessing Camilla blocks the chieftains. It says 2, but there are 3. There's 4. I already killed one of them, right? No, I think I only killed 1. I just. All right. Let's block this guy. Caltrop this guy, and then Baruka gets a kill. Like, is this the last one? Because that, I don't know. I don't know if that changes my decisions. I think we just kill this guy. Maybe we dance and move up to kill the other one. I think that might be the play. At least the block. He's only got 1-2 range, right? So if we kill him like this, then we should be okay. Question is, can we get a bit more damage somehow? Answer is probably no. Let's stop the faucet. The fuck? What's going on? Is this just infinite enemies? Even more spawned. I hit a faucet. I mean, this is if I don't know, this is an opportunity. I guess we can exploit it. Holy shit, that's a pursuer kill. From the single adventure, I think we can farm both of them. Where's Corin? I don't remember there being that many. Maybe it bugged out. I don't know. This can't be right. Maybe it's because of Asugi's positioning. But yeah, this is weird as hell. I don't know what's going on. I didn't like modify this map at all. They're finite actually. Okay, it's just for 4 turns. Okay. The faucet ran out. That's really funny though. I thought Savage Will doesn't activate at 3 range. It does not. Yeah, it's only within 2 range. So if you attack with Spy's weapon, you have to be closer to other enemies to actually make use of the Savage Blow. So it's not like you don't activate Savage Blow on target, you activate it on yourself. Normally that's within enemy range unless you have 3 range, so it's a bit of a weird case. I think we don't activate the 3rd Dragon Vein because that unleashes more enemies, which we honestly are probably not prepared to fight. Yeah, I don't want to fight more enemies right now. I think I just want to go home. Anyway, what was I planning on doing? Right, I was planning on getting some more support points. Maybe try to get B rank with Jacob. And honestly, maybe just like... Can you get support points by entering and retreating from a skirmish? Maybe I should do that just to like save myself the trouble. All right. Savage Blow and Lunge. Yep. The idea is just so that he gets replicate naturally, which should be 1 more chapter. Probably the no cheating support points unless coward. That's fair. Honestly, I don't think Dwyer is really needed or anything because I think we have enough. We will have enough stats anyway. We just need to reclass the Master Ninja and then use rallies. And then that should be enough to survive an Onkos. That should be enough. All right. Let's get out of here. Let's kill the boss. Who gets the kill? Maybe Baruka does. No, I think Korin does, right? Korin, it's important for Korin to get XP. I think we do it through a shenanigan way. Let's get some extra damage nearby. And then we just, we get it through hard work and ethical methods. Wait, there's still one more enemy there. We gotta exploit that guy. Let's go over here. More weapon XP. I could lunge the boss over. I could, but then I might die, right? That's the thing, right? Because there are more enemies around. And also, if I open the door, that's trouble, right? All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, that works. You attack here, get XP, dance, leave. And then we just set up again next turn. And we just keep doing this until we get all the stuff that we need. Because he's level 20, and it's easy to farm off him this way. I think we should be very well prepared to beat Sumeragi now. Because I think we have enough. Can Felicia tank in front of the door indefinitely? She probably can't do it against the boss. Because the boss will have like 30 hit on her. Which could be bad. Because she doesn't have Bowbreaker, which is a sorcerer. Wait, Felicia could get Bowbreaker. If I get her sorcerer somehow. Probably, I think she gets it from Flora, right? But that's way too... That's too many support points. I think like Omni Breaker Felicia is a build that some people do for some for reasons. Defense is good. Why do I not let him attack? Because he could move out of the way and the sorcerer could get me. That happens sometimes. If the enemy's like if the enemy there can't do damage, they'll swap out for someone that can. She can actually get source. I think she doesn't get it normally, right? She only has hero, the mercenary class line as a natural class alternate. But Flora gives it because Flora is also a maid, but so she gives the alt class. Something like that. This is a slow process, but I'm sure it will eventually be worth it. Oh, yeah. Her natural class sets are Troubadour Mercenary, yep, but not Sorcerer. But Flora gives Sorcerer. Need to give Felicia every Breaker skill. I mean, Breaker skills are good, but... What about Elise? I don't think Elise gives Sorcerer, right? She might to Felicia. I don't actually know. I think that also works, maybe. No. Isn't Elise's alternate class Wyvern? Yeah. The whole, like, Wyvern Elise thing is... I mean, that's the whole thing, right? I don't think they have a friendship. Yeah, they might not. Not all the retainers and butlers have pairings. At least doesn't have sorcerer. Yeah, it's Wyvern. Oh man, there's a lot of clicking today. My hands are starting to cramp up. Oof. I think once I get the kill, I should be able to level up, and that gives me replicate. If I don't, then I guess one more chapter. So it should suffice. High APM Fire Emblem gameplay. Yep. I need to zoom in. One more game. OC does stand for longest turn count, you know? Maybe reduce Baruka's hit for more XP. I think we're at the exact border of actually getting XP. We're getting 3 a hit. So I think maybe we only get 3 more XP before the kill. So I think we're just barely not there. I think if we unpair, we actually only do 1 damage a hit. Does using a higher rank weapon give more weapon XP? It does not. I think that's only a thing in other games. I think in Fates, everything is only 1 weapon XP. Oh, fuck. For a second, I thought I did something. I messed up a little there. Or rally strength? I think if I rally, I get enough damage. I think the reason I wasn't getting it before was because the debuff wore off. Used to always play fully zoomed in, but now always play with middle zoom. I think I always like playing out in the highest zoom that I can because it lets me see more. But it's probably fine. Doesn't really make a difference, I think. Yeah, 1 XP. I think we don't get any XP anymore now. False tension. I mean, I don't really think there's any tension here. It's just me panicking. Alright, I think we can just go for the kill. Maybe we got the crit? No, we didn't. 1 XP? 1 XP? Nope. This guy is dry. I think we don't get the level here. But we can if we fight another level 20 guy. You still get kill XP? Yeah, that's true. Alright. Let's get out of here. Yo! On the dot!
This is my chance.
That amazing. I think we don't need ability anymore. Let's go.
What now, genius?
No.
Huh? Whew, wasn't Dad. Whatever.
Aren't they the same age? What's thing is, I'm pretty sure aren't the Deep Realm children literally the same age?
Asugi.
Huh?
It's a little weird. Not really succeeding them, right? At that point, if you're if they're the same age, they're not literally the same age. Yeah, but it's may as well be. Okay, Korin might. Okay, Saizo. All right, just in the same age range. Yeah, I guess they're probably a little older than their progeny, possibly. I don't know how this works. Midori absolutely isn't the same age. That is true. Yeah, the timing is probably different. Yo, Rainbow Tonic. That saves me a slight bit of money for the final map. That's 1,000 gold right there. Because otherwise I would have to buy all those tonics for Korin. The only one that's older is Rajat. Oh yeah, that is true. Deep realms are such a bizarre plot device. Yeah. But it's required to make this work for some reason. If the strange reason that they want it to work. Oh my god, the game crashed. I need to never visit the treehouse. Okay, fortunately, all of these are already locked in as roles, and we already got the thing, right? Okay. So now that Korin has finished, we can reclass Korin back into Great Knight, I think. Maybe general. We could go general.
Welcome.
The problem with general is that we don't have swords, so that's the problem. I think we buy another heart seal.
Thanks.
And we heart seal into Great Knight. General, like, since general doesn't have swords, you can't fight a non-Kolos as a general, unfortunately. Very nice. Got our ranks back. Now let's optimize. Let's get all of our nice weapons back in here. Leo's Ice Blade could be good in Korin, because it's not like the 11 sword is really doing me any good. On second thought, it's probably better to just put it on a character that can use it better. Korin's technically only level 19. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter here, right? We don't get any more from extra level aside from maybe defense and res. This treehouse only crosses on the Citra if you use a seal prior to entering. That doesn't make any sense, but okay. Alright, so Midori. Yeah, if only we had Midori there, we could have grinded her up to A rank Shuriken too. But so be it. So I think we have one more chapter that we have in stock. We also have Invasion 2. We have Invasion 2. We could try to get something out of that too, maybe. Let's try to get the last child character. So this, we get Kana, right? And Kana we can pass down Replicate, which is really nice. And we can also pass down whatever skill that Felicia gives. Maybe Swordfare. Maybe Life and Death. If we bring Life and Death, that means Kana dies instantly upon joining, right? Right? She dies on this map because she has less defense. But I think that should be okay. I think we're very strong now. I think maybe we drop Hinoka so we can use other characters. Let's promote Asugi. Let's go Mechanist. And let's give him a bow. Probably the brass bow, I think.
Whatever.
Brass Yumi for Felicia's plate, and I think we use this map to train Midori, and we use it to train Asugi. Probably. I think we probably drop Hinoka now. Don't you want her to live? On the map, it doesn't matter. You recruit her regardless. Oh, I just realized something that could work. I could use Dragonstone Life and Death for like a lot of damage. Maybe. It's probably useless. But Kana is just such a worthless child character in terms of actually being useful. Because she's not tanky. And she doesn't inherit the things that you want. So I think we're very close. Oh, Hiragi needs to reclass. And he loses access to the Spy Zumi as a result. But that's fine. Okay, let's sell some items. I think the hammer is beyond not useful anymore. It's just not useful. So we can sell that. We can sell the Iron Yumi. We can sell the actual Ragnarok. We can sell... Enfeeble, I think, is useless just because our hit rates are really bad. Plus, also, we do have daggers everywhere, right? I don't think Enfeeble is ever gonna be useful. Isn't Kana's Bane the same as MC's Boon? I have no idea how it works. What would Gunter use now? Gunter already has a Ragnarok. I'm just selling the extra one. Baruka Hammer? I think Argumir is better. I think Bolt Axe will be better, actually, against any enemy that Argumir isn't good against, right? That's the thing. So I think we,
Welcome.
We buy another. We buy a Heartseo, I think. Is it Heartseo for Karagi?
Thanks.
I think it's Heartseo, right? Because it's his old class is from Kagero.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. So now we can get Mechanist in 2 levels, which will be... I mean, we can get Replicate in 2 levels, probably. That's going to be okay, I guess. And then we reclass back, probably. Baruka needs another seal. 2 more seals, actually. One after, like... I don't think Baruka actually... Yeah, Baruka has exactly enough time to get...
Welcome.
So we have 1 to reclass into Malig.
Thanks.
Does he know Lock Touch too? Who? Karagi? I don't think he does. So it might take some time. Probably 3 levels then. He doesn't have it. Oops. I probably should have just passed on Replicate instead of Lunge. But I think, I don't know. It's more expensive, but I think it's probably... I mean, again, like, what else I'm going to use it with the money anyway? So I think for Baruka, I get Axe Fair and then promote immediately. Change class to Malig. Get Savage Blow, then reclass back into Berserker once I hit level 20. I have exactly enough time to do it. Takumi's build is complete. Felicia is complete. Korin is complete. Saizo is complete. Does Saizo have better skill than Strength +2? Guess not. So be it. There's time to get Trample, but it's not gonna be worth it. Same thing for Kaze, I think. We could get Trample, but we're not hoping to do damage with him anyway. Karagi is pretty close. I think Midori is also close. I think what we could do maybe for Midori, actually for Asugi, we can probably get 2 Spies Shuriken and then we can start trading it. Midori, maybe we could class into... No, I think it's probably better to stay Mechanist. I think we probably drop Hanoka now. I think she's at the point where she's not useful anymore. Boss Gunter is a separate entity? Yeah, he's like a separate unit entirely. Alright. When was the last chapter to get Ninja? Orochi couldn't damage them. I think you can probably get them in any of the Birthright Paralogs. But the thing is that Revelation doesn't have ninjas with skills, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter to capture them or not. Because they're all bad, right? So I think we have Asugi. Do we drop Jacob? I think we drop Gunter now. I think Gunter is finally outclassed by all of our cracked out child units. Right? I think we have more than enough. Rest in peace, Gunter. You were a good meme, but I have to go buy the most powerful units. Do we not need shelter? It would be good. Actually, in that case, we could probably bench someone. But like, I think this is our A team, right? We could drop Jacob actually, but we still do need a healer. But we need this chapter to train Hiragi, Asugi, Midori, right? We could maybe like not use Kaze or Saizo, but we also need to train Baruka. We need to train them. We need to train all the other characters. So we have priorities, right? He'll leave anyway. Yeah, he's not there on chapter 26, but he'll be there in 27. So I think we're finally benching Gunter. All right. So the plan is this is like the first chapter where we really got to pop off. Replicate. 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 I have so many units. Oh no. Oh shit. I just yeah. It's okay. I'm gonna use Dragon Vein. And replicate. Oh, I rallied. Oops. Replicate. Felicia would have been a monster with replicate. I think it just conflicts with her. Oh, Corrin also has replicate. I forgot. Okay, so let's move Karagi and have Karagi activate the vein. Thing about Felicia is also just that, like, I guess it's always better to have replicate. It's the best skill in the game, by far. There's no reason not to have replicate. It is, like, hands down the strongest skill in the entire game. Because it turns out having more units is like the best thing possible. It's literally like there is no skill in the game that is stronger than replicate. But it is by definition the strongest skill in the game. Let's zoom in a little bit. So I think we need to focus on feeding kills to like characters like Asugi. And we also want to build some weapon rank on characters like Veruca. How about Replicate versus Gale Force? Well, Gale Force doesn't exist because it's a DLC weapon. So that's cheating. But Gale Force also, like, the thing about Gale Force is that I still don't think it's as strong. I think I can lunge this guy. You're aware that Gale Force is cheating? Yeah, but like it's like if it's cheating, I mean cheating in like a lighthearted way. It's still like in the game, but it's not really a fair comparison is the point. I can get some weapon XP like this. And I'll get the kill with Camilla, I guess. I can do it with the foot unit up close. Okay. So let's... I think Midori gets the kill here. These guys are so fast. Holy crap. Why are these guys so fast? Let's hit them with the Spy Shuriken. I think that reduces speed, right? Or is it only Caltrops that does that? It's not enough. I think the speed debuff there isn't very strong. But it is enough to let me get the kill here. I'll take it. There we go. Midori is now officially replicate capable. She has gotten her replication license. She can now drive. It's like a driver's license, except to being able to clone yourself. Are you level 15 yet? All right, Asugi, are you ready? I think Asugi can get, it's like 3 kills, right? Something like that. Midori printer go burr. Yes, by doing this, you can get more Midori. Where is Karagi? I think Karagi can get the kill, maybe? Nope, too far away. Okay, so let's see who else needs the XP. I think if I switch and I attack from close range, I can get it. No, of course not. What was I thinking? If I attack from far range, I can get it. With the boat axe? Nope, I cannot. What the hell? This guy is tanky as fuck. I could Sizel attacks here with the Spy Shuriken to pair off of Kazi's Caltrop. And that way I get -8 defense applied. You wouldn't replicate a car. The problem with having this many replicates is that when you use parap attacks, you don't know what replicate is replicate. Because they're all named the same. And yeah, and now I can give a kill to Veruca. Mighty Midori, more like Mighty Midoris, plural, because there are several of them. Oh yeah, holy shit. Turns out that having like +8 units makes the game so much simpler. Holy shit. Wait, Corrin can pair up with Corrin, and Corrin can defend Corrin. I'm so fucking strong. This is actually crazy. There's subtle red sword for pair up. Yeah, I think if I pay attention to that, I can get it. But 52 fucking defense. Yeah, it's actually top tier. I'm so fucking strong right now. I am the fucking strong. The replicate meta is real? Absolutely. But the thing is, it's like, it's such a pain in the ass to do this. Like, doing this is the same amount of effort in this run as any other run. So in most cases, it's you don't have to resort to these shenanigans. So like, why would you, right? That's the thing. If you don't have to do this, why would you? Because you can just like do anything else and get roughly the same efficiency, right? But like, I'm shattering the deployment limit here. HP, speed, luck. Nice. Axe sphere. I think we can drop lunge here. I think, yeah. Honestly, I think we don't need lunge on Baruka. We get lock touch. Okay, that's unfortunate. I think we can actually just like go full axe. We need to focus on people that need skill. So Midori is built. Asugi is very close. So let's give Asugi... I think these are level 20 guys. So we focus on giving these to higher level characters. Because it's harder to give higher level characters XP. So I think we could pair up with... That's Midori, right? If we pair up with like I think we can... Gotta be careful with the ranges here. Because we need to dance around the ranges so we don't trigger enemy groups accidentally. We're so close to the Orgrimmar being possibly useful. That is insane. I think... we have the Caltrop here, right? I think we can probably... It might be good, actually, to react to... I don't know. This is tricky. The movement here is tricky. Because if I want to get the kills, I want to... Oh, right! Baruka does still have rally strength. So Baruka could rally Baruka, and then I could dance for Baruka, so the rally Baruka gets more Baruka. And that's a kill. So I can have Baruka rally for Baruka, and then it applies the copy Baruka. Then when I dance for Baruka, she is stronger by herself, and it lets me get the kill. Very nice. That's very good. And they say this map is supposed to be hard. As it turns out, when you double your deployment limit and have a maximum % HP damage on everybody, it's pretty doable, I think. I think it's okay. Who needs kills? Who needs XP? These guys are all like built. I think everyone that needed XP already acted. Whew. It's hard. You've always never found it hard. I think this challenge is hard. I think it is. I mean, it's not like impossible, but I think it's reasonably difficult. Alright, statues maxed. You don't really get enough Dragonbane points to really make good statues. I think the only one that really matters is Corrin, so I can get one more defense. But I already made it, so because it's free. There's no reason to really make more statues because they cost so many DV points. You can only get them if you really farm skirmishes. Okay, so these guys move in, and we just have like... We literally... How many units do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 from another one, and 20 potentially on Kuragi. 20 characters? Isn't that kind of fucked up? I don't know about you, but I think there's something wrong with this picture. Oh shit. Saizo can probably get a copy of himself off of these guys. If I hit him with the caltrop, then I can probably debuff to the point where he doesn't instantly kill Saizo. I think, yeah, if I attack with Camilla here... Oh, I see. I see the red indicator. That's good. This lets me debuff this guy with Kaze. And that activates the -8 speed from caltrop, so I can hit this guy and get crit once but not die. And that way, I take enough damage to activate power techniques, which lets me do 60% max HP damage on this Saizo, and also the Saizo copy whenever I want to use him, which is like this turn. So I can attack him here and Saizo copy this guy and do 60% max HP damage to the faraway guy. But it missed? No, it worked. It worked. It worked. Oh, I dodged. I dodged? Fuck. That's lame. I didn't want to do that. I was yapping too much. I forgot. I didn't confirm the effect that the effect occurred. Oh man. Now I look dumb. Oh well. I don't need it anyway. I got 16 more unit actions. Okay, Savage Blow. Crazy how you never notice the red circle. I think you don't normally look at it because you're looking at the other numbers. I think Midori can replicate here. So let's do that. Okay, let's Spy Zumi this guy and get him down to like no HP. Zero can give you another shot. It's not worth the trouble. I have other things I need to do this turn. My priority is like actually just getting the kills, I think. This level 20 guy is this one, right? So Baruka needs to kill this guy. Because Baruka is the most important. Oh, Baruka needs to reclass, actually. She needs to go into Malignite. And now that she's Malignite, she can her clone can move farther. Wait, this could be like a really funny like emergency late game strategy where I reclass with a copy to boost the movement of the other copy. I just need to find a reason to make it matter. What happened to Argumer strats? That's after she gets level 20 and gets trample. The Argumer strats come like after she gets all the damage skills. But now she can't use the S rank weapon. She can once she reclasses back. Her rank, I think I still have some time to get it. What was I gonna do? Do we have the room for trample? I think we just take off of the poison strike skills. It's like a little blasphemous to do that. But I think it's probably okay because we honestly have more than enough at this point. Double Pursuer, holy shit.
Yes.
He's like only like 5 weapon XP off. I think it's okay. One problem of having this many characters is that I don't have enough space to do anything anymore. Oh my god. I can't. I'm walking over my own guys here. I guess we poison strike this guy. Armor scroll on Baruka? Yeah, I could do that. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. Alright, okay, so Baruka can kill this guy. Pair up with Takumi. And I think... Oh, fuck! Damn it! Vantage. I got vantaged. Oh, no. Damn it. Fucking sword masters. Oh, my God. That's brutal. That's so brutal. Like as a bonus, what we can do is we can buy another heart seal. Now that we've been forced out, we can go back to the drawing boards and get another heart seal first, so she can reclass back immediately and get trained. I hate Vantage. I hate Vantage so much. Wait, what does she need? She needs a partner seal, right? No, she needs a heart seal for Berserker. Yeah, that's what she needs. Are there any reclasses I accidentally missed here? Built. Karagi needs to this and reclass back, I think. So we still need a Master Seal for Karagi. Vantage is mostly bad and run like this. Yeah, it's bad for us. It's good for the enemy, but bad for the player. In terms of usage and also just being a menace. Would I like to see Fate's reclass system return? Yeah, I think it works really well, but at the same time, it will be challenging to implement into a game that isn't designed like Fate's. You know what I mean? It's really only suitable for a system like with this kind of that is built around a system with these kinds of supports. Is the thing. It probably wouldn't work in all scenarios system like this, but it could be nice in some scenarios. I think we replicate Korin. Replicate. I rallied on accident. Oops. That's fine. Why'd I go on to this side? I messed up. That just gets me killed. Oh my god. I am blundering. I just keep messing up. Maybe I just like give up today and then tackle it the next time I stream. We're coming up on 3 hours. I think this might be like a 2-hour challenge, honestly. Just fighting all the enemies is going to take a long time. Yeah, I think that's probably okay then. Thanks for watching, guys. I think maybe it's time to call it for today. We got most of the roster. We didn't quite get all of them, but I think trying to go for even more would be it would stretch things out a bit too long. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And yeah, see you guys next time, maybe. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. I think it's better to stream. I think it's better for me if I stream more days, less time per day, right? Yeah. Thanks for watching all, and yeah, good night, everyone. Bye.